Okay, I'm gonna put the machine into the service position. I've already shut the gas line off. And then I'm gonna remove the cover here, just these 4 half-inch bolts. Okay, now with the friction wheel exposed, the next step is to remove these, I think there's 5 bolts holding on the friction wheel. The easiest way to do this is to hold on to the drive shaft going through the friction wheel. It's a hexagon, so you can just put a open-ended wrench on there and then remove these 5 bolts. I'm just going to speed up the process here of me removing them all. Once all the bolts are removed, the friction wheel should be free in here. To get it out, you might have to play around with the shift lever position. Eventually, you should be able to get it out. You'll see here I had to play around with the shift lever a little bit. Okay, here's the model number for the new part number that replaces the old friction wheel. I'm going to open it up and just compare the dimensions match the old wheel and that all the holes line up. You can see how worn out the old friction wheel was. It was all dry rotted and big chunks of pieces missing. Now to insert the friction disc back in, kind of the reverse process, just kind of move the shift lever on the hand controls until it slides in there. And now I'm just going to hand tighten each of these bolts in before I tighten them down. Here's the process sped up. I'm just tightening them in by hand. And now I'm just going to use a wrench and tighten these up the best I can while holding the friction wheel with my hand. They're not very tight here at all. In the next step, I'm going to tighten them down. Okay, here's a good shot showing the hexagon shaft going through the friction wheel. This is the shaft you can use to hold the friction wheel from spinning when you loosen and tighten these 5 bolts. once the 5 bolts are snug, then just put the cover back on, flip the machine back on its right side, turn the gas line back on, and test out that forward and reverse in all speeds work as they should. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, post them below and I'll try to answer them the best I can. Thank you.